Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. Guys, today many of the candidates have given their TCS NQT examination. So in this video, we will be seeing what will be the cutoff and when you can expect your exam results. We will also see some of the important tips and tricks for all the future aspirants out there who are going to attempt your TCS NQT examinations, and we will also guide you through some mistakes to avoid if you are also going to attempt your TCS NQT examinations soon. Make sure to like and share the video to help all the others who are preparing for TCS NQT examination. Before we dive deep into the video, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel as I regularly upload these kinds of helpful videos for all of you. On my channel, there is already a complete playlist on TCS NQT where I regularly post actual TCS NQT questions that are asked in the exam. Make sure to check this playlist and prepare well for your TCS NQT examination. So let's get started with today's video, and first of all, let's see what we are going to discuss in this video. We are going to see TCS NQT 2025 cutoff criteria, that is what will be the cutoff criteria for 3 different roles. As you might be aware, TCS is going to hire for 3 different roles for its with its NQT examination, that is for Ninja, Digital and Prime profiles, right? So we will be seeing how much questions we need to solve in order to get a particular role. Okay, then we will be seeing exam results and timeline. Now you might consider that how we will understand exactly when the exam results will come. So what we will do, we will understand the previous year trends, okay, when exactly the exam has happened, after which when exactly the results came, and when the interview has happened. So based on that, we will try to set a timeline for this year also. And finally, we will see the expected cutoff based on the previous trends, because it is very important that you should know the cutoffs, and for all the future candidates who are going to appear for TCS NQT, they should also know the cutoffs, because if they are also going to appear, so they will know how many exact questions they have to attempt, and they should get it correct. So let's get started. First of all, the exam is conducted in phases. Okay, that is the most important thing, because I was getting a lot of queries that sir, we have also registered, but we have not got any examination email, neither we have got any admit cards. Okay, so so for those candidates, I want to tell you that the exam is always conducted in phases, meaning that the results will also be announced based on test dates. Okay, now for example, exams have happened this week, and then again the exam will happen next week. So the candidates who have appeared for the examination first will get their results first, and then the later ones. Okay, looking at the previous year trends, that is for TCS NQT 2024, the first exam was held on April 26, and the results for that released on May 28, which was around 1 month later. Okay, you can say that. Then for TCS NQT 2025, which means this year, if your exam has happened on 15th March, then you should expect your result in the 3rd week of April 2025 or in the mid of April 2025. Okay, and results will come in phases, so different candidates may receive results on different dates. When I say this, what I mean is all the like for example, if 100, we are taking a rough estimate, if 100 candidates have attempted the examination on 15th of March, then out of those also few might receive their results before and few will receive their results later. That is what the phases results coming in phases means. Okay, moving on. Now I'll tell you the expected timeline for this year. So if you have appeared for exam on March 2025, your results will be announced on April 2025, and your interviews will begin on April to May, which means very last or end of April or starting of May, you will start getting your interview emails. Okay, so you have to start preparing accordingly. And for all the future candidates who are going to attempt your TCS NQT, you can also understand your rough estimated timelines accordingly. Moving on. Now let's understand the cutoff based on section performance. Okay, like there were 3 sections, as we all know: numerical, reasoning, verbal, and after that we had coding part, right? So let's understand how many questions you need to get it correct in order to get shortlisted for NQT. Okay, first of all, in numerical, out of 15 you should out of 20 you should have 12 to 15 questions correct. Okay, then in reasoning you should have 12 to 15 correct, again out of 20, and then in verbal 15 to 20 you should get it correct after out of 25. Okay, now advanced quantitative and reasoning. So for Ninja, if you have not even got any coding question correct, like not coding but advanced quantitative and reasoning correct, that is fine. But for digital you should get 9 to 12 questions correct. Okay, and for prime you should get 13 to 15 out of 15, which means for if you are targeting for a prime role, you should say that you should get everything correct. Okay, then only you have a chance for prime. And when it comes to advanced coding, for Ninja coding, like if you have not got it correct also, it is fine, but for digital you should at least have 1 to 1.5, okay, which means 1 completely executed and on other is half partial test cases passed. And for prime, you should have all the coding questions correct, okay, which means 2. Let's see more in-depth analysis. Okay, so for foundation section in Ninja, for Ninja role, you should have good performance in aptitude, verbal and reasoning, and this will get you Ninja. As I told you, for for Ninja role, it does not you don't need to have a very good performance in foundation section, but in basic section you should have good amount of questions that you have solved. We have already seen how much questions you need to solve in each section. Next up you have advanced section, which is your digital, which is important for digital and prime roles. Okay, so if you have solved both the coding questions with all the test cases, you have high chance of prime, which offers you 9.5 LPA, or digital, which offers you 7 LPA. If you have solved 1.5 coding questions, you might get a digital role. Okay, and if you have solved only one coding question, you might get Ninja, or there is a possibility of digital also. But for that, in order to get digital based on one coding question, your aptitude performance should also be good. Okay, next up we have your expected cutoff based on past trends. So if you see TCS, for TCS Ninja, if you have good performance in aptitude, verbal and reasoning, that itself is more than enough to get a Ninja role. Okay, and for digital, as I mentioned, you should have 1 to 1.5 coding questions solved. When I say 1.5, which means one coding question all test cases passed, and for second coding question partial test cases passed, or half of the test cases should pass. And you should also have good performance in aptitude part to get TCS digital. Next up we have TCS Prime. So in TCS Prime, I already said everything, all the questions you need to almost get it correct. Like for example, if there is 100 questions, I'm giving you a rough idea, then you should have like at least 98 correct, then you will get a TCS Prime, because the cutoff for TCS Prime is very high. You can't miss questions, you can't get it wrong. Okay, but yeah, just to understand, you should have all 2 questions solved and correct, all test cases passed. Okay, and you should have a strong aptitude, which means almost all the questions should be correct in order to get a TCS Prime role. Some final tips from my end for all the TCS NQT future aspirants. Okay, make sure that you focus on coding part also, because sometimes I see that candidates in their mind itself, they think that okay, we are not very good with coding, so we are not even going to prepare for coding part. We will just attempt aptitude, reasoning and verbal, and then we will get a Ninja role. Guys, what's the problem in preparing? Okay, just prepare and give best from your end, and leave everything rest on the fate. Okay, because see, sometimes you never know, you will prepare and then you will get it correct. Okay, and we have also seen that in coding part, you don't have to be very extra, advanced type of questions will not come, basic level will only come. And that too, sometimes even those who knows coding questions very well does not get it cleared because of compiler issues and so many issues happening in the portal. And sometimes who knows very basic coding also gets it corrected because their luck is in their favor. Okay, that's why I'm saying always don't focus only on those 3 parts like aptitude, reasoning and verbal. Also focus on your coding part also. And for those who are targeting digital, you should aim on solving at least 1.5 coding question. Okay, and for prime, you have to solve both the coding question with all the test cases passed. This is very important for prime candidates who are targeting for prime. And strengthen your aptitude and reasoning. Many candidates got selected only through strong aptitude and performance, especially for Ninja. We have seen in the past trends also, and this year also the same will happen. Manage your time very effectively, because you have to allocate your time wisely. Otherwise what will happen, you will spend too much on time on one question and then you will have other sections left out. So don't spend too much time on one question, spend time wisely. Okay, stay updated. TCS announced its results in phases, so keep checking your next step portal, and you can definitely subscribe to the channel for all the regular updates, as I myself will give you all the updates from my channel. Okay, and make sure that you subscribe, because it is really important, and I get to know how many audience for TCS NQT is there on my channel. Okay, because currently there is a little bit of less amounts of candidates who are giving TCS NQT right now, but very soon all the phases will start and you will also start receiving your emails soon. So I hope I have tried to cover everything today. If you have any more doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. You can join me on Telegram and follow me on Instagram as well, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to receive all these kinds of regular updates. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you next time.